What's up, guys? Welcome to Soccer Machine TV. Today we're gonna be doing the Q&A out here because we did some damage here yesterday, and I just wanted to start doing the Q&A in my soccer fields, even though right now it's just a bunch of weeds and mud. Eventually, I do want to do all my soccer videos out here, just because it'll make it easier. I did the Really? Hey, are you gonna cooperate? Alright, so the first question, I did say I'm gonna put priority on the Facebook questions. So I'm gonna answer some of those, and then I announced I was doing a Q&A on Instagram, and some of you asked some questions, so I wanna answer those too. But first is Jack Stevens. He says, my position in soccer is striker. I've played it all my life. But coach wants me to play defense. Okay, so in this scenario, it actually happened to me before. There's a lot of times when your coach is gonna have a certain idea of what he thinks you can do best. Most of the times, I do advise you to go with your coach. You know, maybe he sees some qualities in you that can be better in certain areas. Like Sergio, he used to be a striker, and now he plays defense. And now all he does is play defense. Like, he loves playing defense. If you put him up front, and he's not all that great. But me, if I try to play defense, I'm horrible. I'm not a good defender. So sometimes your coach is right, sometimes your coach is wrong. Ultimately, it is up to you. But I do advise you to experiment other positions other than your own. You can always change them later on, but just see if you have the certain qualities for different positions. Okay, next, Alfredo Perez. Here's my last name. Just wondering how I can improve my weak foot. And this is another, I think, question that a lot of people have, and basically it's just practice with your left foot. The problem a lot of people have here is they go out and they want to do what they're best at. So they avoid using their weak foot, therefore making it even weaker in comparison to the right foot that they continue improving. My advice to you is just simply go do the drills you're doing with your right foot, but begin doing them with your weaker foot. Whether it's your left or your right, I don't know what foot you use the most, but yeah, like, don't be scared to do the drills that you might not look good doing, if that makes sense. Okay, so in the Instagram questions, oh man, I got a couple. Mitch Half asked, if you went pro, what team would you want to play for? As of right now, if I went pro, assuming I played MLS, obviously not in Europe, I would want to play either for the LA Galaxy or for the Houston Dynamo. And basically it's just based on the city location where I kind of want to live. If my city were to get an MLS team, that I would love to play here for my city. Right now there's a lot of things going on. The San Antonio FC is just about to start their season. They're, I believe, second division or somewhere around there. But because the Spurs bought the San Antonio FC, they have a way better chance to get an MLS expansion. So, you know, that's kind of another reason why I started training again, because if that were to happen, I do want to have that, I do want to be ready for it. Okay, Spartan LDS asked, I'm 15 and I don't play for the school, but I'm pretty decent. Is it too late to play in college? No, it's never too late to play in college, especially if you're still in high school. Obviously, you're 15. Try to get into your high school team. Try to get, you know, JV, varsity, whatever your level is at, and then just start climbing. Colleges, a lot of colleges, you don't have to be that great. You really don't. Like, some of the college players here in the U.S., they're just athletes. They're not really that great of a soccer player. So if you want to play college here, whether you live in the US or whether you live in Europe or somewhere else, or you want to come here into the US, you don't have to be as great as you may think. You can get away with being a pretty decent player and still play college in the US. Alright guys, and we're gonna end the Q&A kind of short today because I want to tell you guys about my plan with the fields. This tree right here kind of signifies one of the end lines. It might even be one of the goalposts. I think that would be pretty cool. And then those trees all the way over there are where the other goal will be. I'm gonna tear down the left one just because it's got 3 little branches. I don't like it, but I might leave the right one as a goalpost, and then this one as a goalpost with another post right there. This tree right here, this little tree has to go. It's kind of in the way and it's kind of ugly, but the 3 trees in the back, as you can see, they're kind of in a straight line. So we're gonna leave those to be that side, to be the end line on that side, and then all these little trees right here, the majority of them we're gonna have to cut them just because they're in the way and I don't really like how they look. And then we are gonna leave the ones in the very end for just so I have some shade and so it looks good. As for all these weeds and all the dirt, I'm gonna push everything to the corner because I do have like a little creek here, so I don't want the ball going over to the creek every time I shoot it. So I'm gonna create like a little border. I started yesterday already with the little mountain I moved, and the creek is over there. But I do want to make it a little higher and then maybe put another type of material at the top, so the ball maybe stops there. I mean, if you shank it real bad, you're gonna have to go into the creek, but I mean, it's an extra motivation to practice your shots. Keep your shots low. But that's all for today, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.